Today I'm looking at cognac. Now, cognac's distilled from grapes. It's named after the region it's grown in, much in the same way that champagne is. The colour comes from the wooden casks that it's stored in. In fact, that wood is something you can taste if you're looking for it. It's known to produce a multiple of flavours depending on where the grapes come from. Also, the blending and the age of the cognac will determine the flavours. Common notes to look for are fruit and floral notes. You can also get wood and nuts as well, and also sweet, dessert-like flavours. The brand I'm looking at today is Courvoisier. This is one of the cornerstone cognac brands, very long history dating back to 1828. It's famous for being Napoleon's favourite cognac, and that's something that they do reference and they will use in their promotion. This is a VS, a very special. It's their youngest cognac, between 4 and 8 years old. Quite a bright cognac, but it's got a lot of complexity, especially for a VS. I get wood and fruit with this one, very affordable. Great for a daily cognac. It's also fantastic in cocktails, coffees and hot chocolates. I use this bottle especially for those. Also great for cooking as well. That's something I recommend. Just put booze in everything and people assume you're a fantastic chef. On the other end of the spectrum we've got an XO Imperial. This is a very complex blend of several different cognacs. It's aged around 20 to 35 years old. Now, the main thing with this one is the fantastic nose and flavour on it. The nose is like an orange with toasted vanilla, and it's got some spice in there too. It's almost like perfume. Absolutely beautiful. That's the first thing you'll get. The flavours are rich and also extremely balanced. Not too sweet, not too woody. I get caramelized citrus and floral notes primarily. The floral in this one is described as violet or iris, which is usually characteristic of the Bordeaux region. Little nuances as well. Think of like luxury desserts, mild sweetness coming through. This is a fantastic cognac. It's actually my favourite XL. Its best use is probably in small groups, celebrations, things like that. That's the way I use it. Cognac's traditionally served in a glass called a snifter. These are designed to help trap the aromas inside the glass, and remember, aroma is a big part of cognac drinking. Best way to drink out of these is to hold it by the stem and start swirling. This is going to release a lot of the aroma from the cognac, and it's also going to warm it up from your body heat in your hand. Range of sizes with snifters. This is a smaller one. I prefer the smaller ones. It's also a cut crystal, by the way. That's just a visual preference. You can get very large ones of these. I've actually seen people in London drinking them, and the snifter was the size of the drinker's head. I don't know about that. They did look a little bit embarrassed. A way to know if you've measured this correctly is to turn it sideways, and it should lay parallel to the ground without spilling. That's how you know if you've done it correctly, just touching the rim. Another thing to mention is that cognac works fantastically well with cigars. Something about that flavour combination just works ideally. I talk about dream collaborations a lot on my blog, and this really is a dream collaboration here. A couple of ways to do this. You can just enjoy them separately, that always works fine, or you can actually dip the end in before you start using this thing. Both work very well. If you're a cigar user, I definitely recommend you try this out. You probably have already, there's a good chance, but ideal pairing. So that's my brief introduction to cognacs. Courvoisier definitely gets my recommendation here, although there are several fine cognac brands on the market. I also like Hennessy. Thanks for watching. Take care.